All right, tonight we're going to do a wrap-up video on the Advice for a 15-Year-Old Son, How to Be a Happy Husband series. As always, there's a link to the article in the description. Go ahead and read that. It's a couple-minute read, and it'll just give you the overall picture of what this whole video series is about. What I want to do tonight is just give my thoughts and impressions as I went through the series and just what impact it's had on me. So hard to believe that I started this series almost 4 months ago. And the original video is up here, so go ahead and check it out. And by coincidence, I happen to be wearing the same shirt. Um, so when I started this, I read the article and a lot of great kind of topics, quick bullet points, and things like that. And so I thought it was good to share. And then as I went through it, I'm thinking, well, it would be good to break each of these into a video. And here's the list I printed out, and I didn't realize that there would be so many of these, and it would take this long. I didn't do them all back to back, as you know. Had other videos in between, but I guess I jumped into it and didn't realize the extent of the whole project. Had I known that, I don't know if I would have gone through all of these or if I would have tried to group them just to kind of go through the series a little bit quicker. But in hindsight, I'm glad I did this and broke as many of them as I could into their own video series. There may have been one or two that I lumped together, but really glad I went through that. The timing of the article, coincidentally, I have a 15-year-old son. I printed the article for him and I gave it to him, and he read it, and we talked a little bit about this. I think he's watched some of the videos in the series, and he said he's really enjoyed them. So there's that. But again, it's targeted a 15-year-old son, and some of these items on here, I've learned over my 50 plus years of life. I think that there's a lot that I try to implement. Very, like I said, very good ideas and things that I try to implement. Had I been given all of this as a 15-year-old, I don't know that I would have been mature enough or thoughtful enough to actually understand the impact of each of these. I would like to think I would have been. It definitely would have been much more valuable, and maybe I could have been a better person and lived life richer and maybe made other people's lives a little bit happier. But like I said, I think I've learned most of these, as I've gone on through life, through life's lessons and everything like that. So great stuff. The impact it's had on me personally as I've gone through this is, as I think about the topic and prepare what I'm going to say, I always think about my relationship with my wife and have I been doing these, and how well have I been doing these, and what haven't I been doing. And again, like I said, I think a lot of these I try to put into practice, but going through it, I realize you can always fine tune, you can always get better, and you can always, do more. And it's just been a reminder for me to try to do more for my wife and show her how much I do love her and how much I do appreciate her, and not to just take for granted that she knows that. And I have to be proactive in showing that and supporting her and letting her know these things. So again, going through the list, I think in a way it's made me a better person, hopefully towards my wife, in trying to be more proactive in sharing these things with her and doing the things with her. And as you know, I've said some of these topics in the series don't just have to apply to your wife. They could just apply to being, that kind of person in general towards other people. And I've definitely tried to do that as well. So very great positive impact for me going through this. So like I said at the beginning, I'm very happy that I went through and took the time to do this. Maybe some of the videos I could go back and do a little bit better, but I'm going to leave them the way they are, just because that's where I was at that time. So there you go. I hope you have enjoyed watching this series as much as I've enjoyed doing it. It's been a lot of fun. As always, the full playlist of videos is right up here. So go ahead and check that out. It'll keep you entertained for quite a while, or maybe not entertained. But you can check out all the videos in the series, and I guess this kind of concludes it. Maybe I'll be able to find another topic or series or something to share. Like I said, I've had a lot of fun going through this. Some learning and growing, and hopefully helped make me a better person. So take care, have a great evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.